Hi guys, so today instead of a speed art, which I am planning on doing more of and more of, depending on times and stuff, I am going to be doing a sketchbook go through of the year or whatever, so this is my yearly one. I actually didn't finish, there was like 3-ish pages left at the end from this year, but that's okay, right? I got like 4 other sketchbooks I've been working on, and there's just a couple of character designs and all that type of stuff. The stuff in here it's not like if you watch a lot of sketchbook videos from like end of the year, it's like they're all fully fleshed out and they're like really like all on one page and they all have like a certain concept and stuff. This is not the case. When I want to draw, I draw, and a lot of this stuff is unfinished. A lot of it is stopped halfway through when I didn't have time to finish, or I just didn't like it or something like that. Most of it is actually like I wanted to fully render out one, but I got caught in the middle of drawing and never finished it after. So this is my 2018 sketchbook, and I know that this is late. Like, people don't normally do these things this late, but I don't care. So, yes, this is my 2019 sketchbook. Yeah. So, I always leave. Oop, sorry. Guys are shaking a little bit. I did that. When I draw or any sketchbook, I have a weird thing where I don't like drawing on the first page. And it's just a thing of like when I bring it somewhere or show people it, I really don't want one of my before I improved drawings, because you know you improve in throughout the year on the front. It's just kind of one of those things. I normally actually go back and draw like a, hey, this is my art style at the end of the book, see my progress type thing, because I enjoy doing that. But I don't like, and sometimes on first pages, I'll just test out markers and stuff, but I never actually draw anything substantial on the first page. Second page, although, on this one, I didn't end up, okay, I also recently did this. I accidentally put a sticker on here, and I'm kind of mad, but it's fine. This was just a page where when I really wanted to when I knew I had time, and I could, I would sit down and fully flesh out an idea I had. So it started with, like, this one. It's not even a OC or anything like that. It's just a girl named Maribeth and I think I was practicing blending with my alcohol markers at this point. But yeah, and then these two were made at the same time, and this one was just like, oh, I made something cute, let's make something creepy this time, and that kind of worked out. I actually still enjoy this, even though there's a lot of rough edges and stuff like that aren't very good. I really enjoy how this one actually turned out. This right here, these two were old. They weren't made on the same day, but these are very old characters. This was made about 5 years ago-ish, and same one with this one. These two were made about this is not my character, it was just a character that these two interacted in that 5 years ago, so I thought, oh, let's make a little cute thing. But yeah, these were made about 5 years ago, and they were, it's not very, like, Locke was supposed to be, that's her name, was supposed to be one of those, like, it was one of the cliche, like, beaten down, like, sad characters who have terrible life type ones. So she doesn't have any feet. She floats. She doesn't have a hand on this side. It's just a bone. And she has fully black eyes and tape perpetually over her mouth. Yeah. I know. It's interesting. And she's supposed to have, like, blood on her, but I kind of took that away, because, like, who walks around with blood and dirt all over them? Like, gross. And she's not supposed to be scary. She's supposed to be, like, just, like, a sad character. Like, eh. And then these two were just, like, cute little foxes or whatever. I drew this, trying to see how well I can do animals still, because I haven't drawn animals in a really, really long time. I started drawing animals. I started with the wolves and the cats and all that type of stuff when I did start drawing. But then I moved to people, and I haven't drawn animals for a really long time, so I wanted to draw animals, and I was like, why not draw some old characters? And this is how this turned out. I actually still really enjoy this. This, if you follow my Instagram, at drawings and stuff with 2 zeros in between drawings and stuff. I'll probably put that on the screen, in the description too. This, this character, this is my Yang character. I have 2 yin and yang. I have a yin and yang character. They're sisters, they're twins, and they're just based off of the yin and yang. Why not? I actually love them. They're very simple, but they're very fun to draw, and they're just 2 cute little girls. I enjoy drawing. This is my friend's drawing. She told me, she was like, I'm really good at drawing donkeys. And I was like, all right, go for it. Here's this. And she drew me Tom. And this is my friend's donkey, Tom. Pretty good, I know. I love it. I actually do love this, though. And then this was a cutout page, and you'll see a lot of cutouts and, like, ripped pages here, because a lot of the stuff I've drawn here, I end up putting on my wall that's in my room. That's there, so sorry, but that's just kind of what happens. This was just a doodle page or whatever. I don't know what happened here. I'm pretty sure this was just like ooh, let's make a head. Ooh, we made ears. Okay, Disney World. Like, that type of thing. It just kind of happened. And then it's another one of those pages where, like, I wanted to draw, but I didn't know what to draw, and I didn't want to fully flesh it out. I just wanted to sketch. So, like, this happened, and, like, I think this, I'm not really sure. It was, like, it just kind of happened, honestly. It was when the word oof first came into saying. I love saying this word. I love saying oof. It's just a thing or whatever, and I'm not the only one. But I wrote down oof on this piece of paper, and then I draw a sad boy. So, yeah. These bad boys, I'm gonna flip it right here. Oh, I have a pencil. These bad boys, so this is a whole thing. These are my friends. Chibi form or whatever. This is also before I had, like, a variety of alcohol markers. So this hair looks very just, like, thrown in some yellow or whatever. So that's a thing, and I have definitely improved since drawing this type of chibi, but I want to draw chibi, and I thought, why not draw my friend group or whatever. And at this point in time, I had a friend group who we met every Friday night, and we all hung out, had a good time, and then by the end, most of the time, it was 3 people. Sometimes us 4, but it was one of 3 of us, and we would just sit down and talk about probably the saddest stuff you can imagine. And it was just like, it was like introspectful, it was talking about our lives, that type of stuff. So I nicknamed it Friday Depresso. Why not? So I drew it, and that's what happened. Fun time, right? And then this is another one. I mean, it doesn't really matter. It's another one of those. I think I got new pens. And I was like, oh, I really want to draw with these pens. I didn't want to sketch, so I just kind of did that. And then these were like practicing a new style of hair. It was just that. This is bad, but I'll show it. I don't really know what I was aiming for in this. I think it was another one of those, like, I just want to draw. And then this happened, and I didn't warm up, and I didn't really do anything for it, and it just did not turn out good. This was a not finished piece. I think I wanted to draw something kind of creepy, or like I got a drawing prompt or something like that. So I thought, hey, zombie, and I started drawing it, and then I got interrupted, and I never finished. And then this was in June. This is Daniel Howell's birthday, and I was like, I'm gonna draw something for him because he's a pretty rad guy and like bomb. So I drew, as you see, a birthday thing for him, and I actually still really enjoy this, even though my style has changed a lot since I've drawn like this. I do still really enjoy this picture. In general, I really like the outside around it. Peridot, I'm really into Steven Universe, maybe not as much as I used to be, but I still really love the show. So I thought, and my friend, this was near my birthday, and my friend gave me these, oh, it came on my finger, my friend gave me these metallic colored pencils, and I was like, I need to try these out. Let's draw some fan art. So I drew Peridot, and I love her. Even though it's not as bold, I think if I were going to use the metallics again, and I probably will, I will be using more than just the metallics, because the metallics can look very dull in this instance and stuff. But I do like they're really fun to draw with. I think I was working on proportions for this, and I know the proportions aren't great, but I was working on like, hey, if I had made a busty character, I think I was also practicing lips, which the lips are really bad too, but I was just like, hey, if I made a busty character, how would I pose them? How would I make them or whatever? And this is kind of what came out of it. Yeah, it wasn't really much. This was another one of my not finished ones. They're supposed to be nice characters. I have 6 characters that are they're all based on elements, and I basically went on Google and was like, random number generator, and I picked, the first 2 was 2 and 5. And that's Dominion Calder, my water, and electricity signs. And then I picked a pose, and it was the I'm with stupid shirts or whatever, and it was supposed to be like, I'm with stupid, and this is like, I'm stupid, or I don't really know. But it was like that type of thing. Never finished. I'm pretty sure I got interrupted halfway through drawing, and I just never ended up doing it. I think this whole thing was me practicing hair. Because this is like it shows like the evolution between my just big block hair and segmented hair. I think it was that, and the pose is really awkward. I know the legs are like weird, but I think that's what this was for and everything. Okay, so there's this song that's like it's like the epitome of what you think of like teenage edgelord. And it's called A Wolf in Sheep's Clothing. And I honestly, like, this is me coming out and saying this, I really like this song, but that's because I like the angst in it, and angst is kind of fun when you're like in a really happy mood, which is weird, but like for me, like when I'm in a really happy mood, I like listening to like angsty songs, which this is my inner emo coming out. But so that's what, and I think I was listening to that, and I was like, hey, I wonder if I can draw like a wolf. I can't. I not a realistic one. I can draw one that looks like a furry drew it, but I don't know if I can draw, nothing against furries, by the way. But I can't draw, and this was another thing. I was like, what if I put a sheepskin on it? No, it's not gonna work. I gave up after that. Alright, and then this is a cutout thing from before, that's on my wall. I'm still working on this, and this will come up at some point in my life. It might even just come up over summer, because it's a big project for me, and I am not far whatsoever. This is a storyboard for just animating, Bo Burnham's left brain and right brain song thing, because I really enjoy animatics, and I was like, hey, I want to make one, but they're a lot of work. So I'm planning on continuing. I have these done, this, and that's it. And so these are like, this is my like slight storyboard type thing. I have a lot of pages of it. It's a lot. When I mean a lot, I mean a lot. And then this is the last one. So it takes a while, and I haven't worked on it since maybe September. But I do really want to do this. I really want to successfully make one. It just might be a long time, because I wouldn't even be able to finish this in one night. If I were to binge do this today, right now, I might get this page done and maybe another half a page. But I can't, like, maybe just this page, honestly, because this is quite a bit in general. So it's like, this is a big project for me to take on, and I really want to do it. It's just going to take a little bit. And honestly, it might show the evolution of my style through it, because there's quite a few differences I've made and stuff like that. So, we'll see. this, so I was camping with my good friend, and she wanted to draw, and I was like, here's some paper. And I gave her some paper, and she drew this. She put the tattoo things on it after, it wasn't there before, but she drew a girl cutting off her hair. And she was like, oh my god, this is so bad. I was like, it's actually not that bad, but okay. And she told me to recreate it me drawing it just in general. So I was like, what was the mood supposed to be of it? Because I couldn't tell whether or not she was just like happily cutting off her hair or whatever. She was like, no, it's supposed to be like a, like not necessarily sad, but just like a, oh, okay, I'm cutting my hair off type of thing. So I drew this. I also drew a wolf thing next to it for some reason. And so I drew this. It's not very good. The proportions are weird and all that type of stuff, but that was the best I could do with the whole thing. It was just a whole little thing we did or whatever. And then I tried to draw a wolf and it didn't work. And then, I don't know if you've noticed, but right here, it's all jacked up, and I don't really know how that happened, but it did. Here, this was me trying, I think I was trying new eye styles. Yeah, I was trying new eye styles. I was trying to see how I would draw an eye on a wolf or a dog or whatever. And yeah, this I actually really enjoy. I still pretty much enjoy this. I think I don't do this type of eye type thing very often, but I do enjoy it. And I like doing it for like sadder characters or characters who are supposed to be like more sad and stuff. I think I also did a new nose style in that or whatever. And this is when I was mastering my the hairstyle I do right now. So that type of thing. I know the proportions, her upper body is a lot bigger than her legs. I don't know why that is, but that's, yeah. And then I also drew this thing. Whew. Again, eye style. When I say I was practicing eye style, I was practicing eye style. It's bad. Alright, this thing. Okay. I know it looks comedic because the problem is I try to put so many scary elements into it that it looks not good. It looks like I was trying too hard, because I was. I wanted to see if I could draw something scary. And I think if this was drawn in more realistic style, it would be pretty frightening. But I don't think, one, the outfit doesn't help it. The outfit, I don't really know what I was doing with that. I think I didn't have really a plan for the outfit. If I were to redraw this, I might not even made a mouth. Like, in general, I probably wouldn't have made a mouth, because I think the mouth is what makes it look bad. I do enjoy the eye shape and stuff, but this was me attempting to draw something scary, try to make that bald spot on top. I tried to make long finger hands or whatever. I would definitely change that outfit. I don't know what I'd do for the outfit, but I would change that outfit. It's bad. And probably make the legs skinnier too, just like unsettlingly skinnier. The things I do enjoy is the hair and the eyes. Basically, that's it. And up here, I did my yin and yang characters running away from it. It was for proportion size because he doesn't look like it, but the character here is supposed to be gigantic, like really, really big. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever actually do this, but I was just trying things out. This is me and my friend trying to figure out whether or not we want to make a new world or whatever. We were having a good time on a sleepover. This, this is, I think it was probably proportions, because I don't draw boobs very often, and I think I was just, I was getting into drawing boobs and a butt, because I don't normally do that for people, and I was actually more, I think I drew this one first, it was more trying to figure out the butt situation, because I don't draw butts. I would draw people just straight, and that's not how people work. So I was like, maybe I should try something else. And then I tried out some lips, like it was a whole thing. And then so yeah, yeah. And then this was my character Calder, and I was like, hey, I wonder if I can draw this correctly with all the water and things. And I don't actually hate this. It's not the best thing in the world, but it's not the worst, and I don't hate it. And then, so these are going to be my Inktober things, and, like, me practicing them or whatever. So I started late, so I started with Exhausted. I hate how this desk, how I made it not the same angle as the girl. I think this girl looks really good, but the desk is what tears me apart about it. And then the next day was Star. So I drew, Halloween's coming up, so I drew a dog and a shooting star costume. Why not? I think I put too much cross-hatching on that one in general. This I don't hate. I have to say, I don't hate. It looks like two girls having a good time on Halloween, or going to lunch or something. I'm not really sure. I don't like that I put the background. I think the background really messed with it, and I don't like that at all. I think I wish I would have made this bigger. I don't hate it, but again, I kind of wish I would have made this bigger, whatever. This sink in the corner was just an idea. Maybe I could do that for flowing. This, oh no. I accidentally put the wrong day, but, Cruel, I was at a friend's house. I was having a sleepover at a friend's house that night. I had no time to actually do the thing, so I was sitting there while my friends were being loud or whatever, and I drew this. And it is not good. It's so bad. I hate everything about this. This whale one I really enjoy. I like where the hat was. I just liked that one. And then this was me preparing for the next day, and I'm not really sure what this one was, honestly. And I ended up starting to draw mine in a different sketchbook because I didn't want to do all of them in the same thing. So this is in a different sketchbook. This was a big one, but this was Day 13 Guarded, and I made it big so I could actually get the effect of the boy in here, because if it was smaller, you wouldn't be able to see it. So that happened. Those lips are like Kylie Jenner lips, they're really out there, honestly. I'm not really sure where the inspiration for this one came. It just happened. I was like, okay, so here's my yin character, here's my yang character. And one of them somehow got in a situation where she's tied to a balloon and she's floating, and she has to carry this one around. And I wanted to draw a clown. I'm not sure at all what happened here. I ended up posting this side because I actually really enjoy how this turned out. There's mistakes and stuff, but I don't know, man. This I never finished. I was sitting in my basement and me and my friend were drawing, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna draw a snow globe. So I drew a snow globe, and all I got down was the wood part at the bottom and nothing else. This is my last page. I know there's 2 pages underneath it, but I haven't drawn anything on those. This is the whole thing. These are just some, characters. I thought, hey, maybe I should do something with them. They're probably going to change a lot if I end up doing anything. I was thinking maybe a comic. And I don't even know if I'd end up having, these ships or anything like that. Or maybe I just wouldn't have ships or whatever. Who really knows? But this was what I had. The world, I'm not even going to explain the whole world, but the world, their names are just one specific thing. It's not like Alex or like that, those type of things. It's just things of their nouns, not names. So Lore is the guy, Prey is the girl. I've posted Prey before. I really like, she's a pretty bomb girl. And then Cream and Glade. Glade is not a for sure name. I actually really don't like that name. The Glade would be for the pixie, but I'm not 100%, and I don't really love that. And Cream, I like how tall Cream is. I wasn't really expecting her to be that tall, but I really like how it worked out with it. And then Lamb and Patch was a whole thing. Lamb is a demon, and Patch is a soft boy mage, and it's a whole thing. So this whole thing, I know it looks a little sexual or whatever. It's not really. It was just I was seeing if I don't draw couples, I don't draw a whole lot of people together in general. I like to draw singular people doing their own thing. And I was like, hey, I need to figure out how I can draw people interacting with each other. And I was like, why not couples? Because I'm really bad at like couple type stuff. I've always been really bad. So I was like, okay, so let's practice it. So I got a couple poses. I got like this type of thing. I got this thing, and I got this. So it just like increasingly got more sexual. And I don't know why. It wasn't like this was supposed to be sexual or anything. It just kind of happened, and I was like, oh, okay. It took me forever to finish this. That's why these are still sketches, because it took me forever to actually get the sketches even down, because it was so much, because it's a lot of proportions and a lot of like that type of stuff. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed doing this. This was drawn, and I colored this one because I no promo, but I got for Christmas the Sketchbox subscription, if you know what that is, and I got sent my box early in December, and that's what this is from, and I wanted to try out some of the things from there, and this is from Christmas too, but not from the Sketchbox at all, but like, that's why I did this, so I could practice those all. So, that's my sketchbook for 2018. I hope you enjoyed. I wanted to get something out there. I hadn't since the beginning of December, and I will have a speed art out. I will. It will happen. But I don't know when, because it depends on when I have time. So, and I'm gonna have shows coming up soon, because I love theater, and I'm in theater, and we got shows coming up at the end of January. So I'm not really sure how much time I'm really gonna have, but once I do, I will get one out there. I promise. All right. Thank you all for watching. There will be links in the links in the description for my Tumblr, my DeviantArt, my Instagram, and yeah, those three. I would say Twitter, but I think I'm going to disband my Twitter, honestly, from like art, just because it's not the greatest format to share art. Like, it's just not, because it's yeah. So those three will be in the description. Subscribe, like this video. I love sounding like a basic YouTuber. No, but if you want, I don't care. Honestly, I do this for fun, because it's fun to make these type of videos. So, yeah. Have a nice day, and goodbye.